There are poker players, then there are legends, and then there's Daniel Negreanu.
For 20 years, Daniel Negreanu has been a poker powerhouse.
You're special, though. That's what I've been told.
For over 2 decades, he's crushed souls, cracked aces, and called hands like he had the script. He's made millions off of reads that nobody believed, and stared down monsters without blinking. What you're about to see is the most insane stretch of hands ever caught on camera. Surgical reads and plays that defy logic. So, how did Daniel take poker's toughest spots and turn them into his playground? Let's find out. The first hand we see has Bryn Kinney being dealt bullets, pocket aces, the Cadillac of hands. And across the table, Negreanu peeks down at pocket threes. No fear, just finesse. He flats the raise. The flop smacks down ace, 5-4. It's danger for most. But for Daniel, it's a dream. Top set against top pair. Both players stepping into destiny. Kinney fires. Daniel floats. They both look calm, but the trap's already been sprung. The turn, 3 of spades. And now the board's screaming with danger. Flushes, straights, chaos everywhere. But Daniel doesn't blink. He's just upgraded to a full house. Kinney keeps pushing, convinced he's in control. No spades in either hand. No brakes on this mad runaway train. And as the tension peaks, Daniel just watching, waiting. Because what's coming next is a 990-1 burial Kinney never sees coming.
Oh my God. Quad threes, runner, runner. This is a 990-1 shot. Bryn Kinney by
It's 200,
not a huge margin.
235,
Covered by Negreanu. And
Covered by a bunch.
262.
Go down.
Oh, that's sick.
Kinney flopped heaven and still got buried. But if you think that was cold, wait till you see what happens when Negreanu puts pressure on a different beast, Garrett Adelstein, a fearless grinder known for staring into the abyss and shoving. And Daniel, he's about to shove right back with bullets of his own. Garrett doesn't back down. He's built for pressure, for pain. But across the left, Daniel opens with ace-queen off. Clean, commanding. Garrett defends with 10-9 suited, hunting fire. The flop lands heavy, 9, king, 4. Garrett grabs middle pair, but Daniel sees blood in the water. He fires 20K. Garrett calls, calm but curious. The turn brings the 7 of diamonds. More draw, more danger. Still no pause from Daniel. He barrels again, $50,000 into the fire. Garrett leans back, thinks it through, and makes the call. Now the pot's swollen past 140K, and neither man is blinking. Then comes the freeze frame. The river's just a breath away. Daniel stares into Garrett's soul and loads a third shell. One final bullet, $175,000 across the line. No showdown, no safety net, just one truth. Nines don't cut it in Daniel's world.
Nothing there.
There's the check.
$175,000.
That was pressure poker, pure and unfiltered. But in the next hand, Daniel isn't just betting into one opponent, he's flipping twice against the most cursed hand in the game, Ace-King. Negreanu's known for his soul reads, but in this hand, he doesn't need to read anything. He's already holding the bullets. Tom Dwan jams with Ace-King, chasing redemption after a brutal season of bad beats. But Daniel looks down at pocket eights and calls without blinking. 2 legends, 1 flip. And for Dwan, this isn't just a pot, it's a chance to break the curse. The flop hits, 9, king, 3. Picture perfect for Ace-King. Finally, something clean. But the turn shatters it. 8 of hearts. 1 card, and it's all upside down. Daniel makes a set. Dwan's top pair goes limp. Now, the pot is cracked open, the tension stretched tight, and then it lands. the river. King of clubs. Trips for Tom. Looks good on paper. But against Daniel's full house, it's a coffin dressed like a crown.
All it's cracked up to be is a drawing hand, as Doyle used to say.
Really bad for Juan. Loses
Wow.
2 of his
All
outs.
right. This is
5, 5, and 7. Another 5 on the turn.
and he's got a 5 now. A 5 can win.
No problem.
5 outs.
So good.
6 on the river.
Ace King never wins.
5, 6.
Ace King does not ever win.
Dwan got it in good and walked away worse again. But the next hand, that one's even sicker. Aces in hand, bubble on the line, and Daniel about to find out just how cruel poker can be. Daniel picks up pocket aces on the bubble. He doesn't hide it. He's confident, loud, ready to double. Seth Davies moves all in. Daniel snap calls. And just like that, we've got a $600,000 pot and one of the sickest setups you'll ever see. 18 players went all in before this. All 18 survived. Daniel's trying to be number 19. The dealer rips the flop. 9, 7, Jack. Top set for Davies. A dream for one, a car crash for the other. Daniel stands, pacing now, watching it fall apart in real time. This isn't just bad luck, it's insult stacked on top of injury at the worst possible moment.
What's that?
Negreanu does not get the chop sweat.
Yeah.
They did you.
Oh boy, poker's all skill, boys, I promise.
2 outs once for Negreanu to avoid being the stone bubbler.
GG.
GG, sir.
5 of diamonds.
Yeah, that's what I expected, actually.
Davies' aces got cracked on the bubble and the room felt it. But poker pays attention, because the next time Daniel's at risk, it's Sean Winter who gets flattened. Negreanu is all in for over $1 million, armed with nothing but pocket 7s. No draws, no tricks, just one small pair and a massive moment. Across the table, Sean Winter doesn't flinch. He snap calls with 10-9 offsuite, fast and fearless. The pot explodes past $1 million. Flop comes. King, 6, ace. Daniel still ahead. But danger circling. Every overcard adds weight, and Winter still live with 5 outs. Then the turn lands. Queen of clubs. Another bullet, another breath held. Now the board is all high cards, and Daniel's 7s are shrinking fast. Winter's looking for a jack, a 10, or a 9 to knock out one of the best to play ever. This isn't just a coin flip. It's Daniel's tournament hanging by a thread.
Opens up the jack as an out for Sean Winter, who looks for a jack, a 10, or a 9 to eliminate Negreanu.
This is right.
That was pure poker pressure, and Daniel held with just a pair. But the next hand, he's not surviving. He's trapping, and his opponent walks right into one of the nastiest coolers you'll ever see. Schegel shoves with pocket 10s, pure heat. But Daniel looks down at kings and snap calls for $1.2 million. No hesitation, no drama. Now they're playing for $2.8 million. The flop drops. 7, queen, 4. Clean for Daniel. The turn, ace of clubs. Still safe. But the board's getting sharp. 4 cards down, 1 to come. And Daniel's locked in chasing one of the biggest pots of his life.
We would have. Yeah, well now.
River card. It's the deuce.
GG, bro.
That does it for Vic Chagall.
That was surgical, but the next hand isn't a cooler, it's a collision. Daniel gets it in again, and this time he's staring down a live wire monster from Sean Winter. Daniel's chasing a title and staring at Sean Winter, a high-stakes sniper with a chip stack and no conscience. Daniel limps the button with ace-jack of clubs, calm, calculated. He knows Winter attacks light from the big blind. Winter glances down at queen 10 of clubs and fires. He bumps it up to 3 times the big. A slick re-raise designed to isolate, but Daniel sees through it. He jams, shoves the whole stack in Winter's face. Snap call. No hesitation. And just like that, the final table tilts. $1.74 million in the middle. Two suited Broadway hands, two killers with everything behind them. Winter's live, but barely. Daniel's ahead, but never safe. And both players share clubs, squeezing each other's outs. This isn't just a cooler, it's a collision. Strategy means chaos, and then the flop drops. 9, 8, ace. Daniel smashes top pair. Winter whiffs. Just a gut shot left in a shrinking stack. The pressure's on. The turn is seconds away, and one of them is about to fall behind forever.
Winter needs a jack
Or maybe not that many.
and a jack only
All right, congrats,
to
man.
stay alive.
He's doing all the voodoo. I can't take it. The voodoo.
River card. It is the 10, and the cup
I was hoping
defense
that was the.
is
Yeah,
all
you're
of a
hoping that was
sudden
the-
quite
flying
live.
everywhere.
Daniel Negreanu
right.
wins event number 6.
Negreanu just steamrolled Sean Winter with pure aggression, but sometimes survival takes more than firepower. In the next hand, watch Daniel do one of the most insane reads ever to save his tournament life. Negreanu's been on a tear, bluffing with air, calling with king high, pulling chips like a magnet. But this next hand, it's the quiet kind of insane. A slow motion car crash, and Daniel's all strapped in. He looks down at jacks, pocket jacks, the kind of hand that wins six-figure pots or gets buried under them. Across the felt is Alex Foxen, clinical, dead calm. He opens, Daniel calls, and now we're off. The flop comes, 9, 9, 4. The kind of board where jacks feel invincible. No straight draws, no flushes, just air. Foxen bets, Daniel floats, still ahead of most hands, still believing. Turn, deuce of clubs, still clean, still quiet, but the bet keeps coming. Foxen makes it 95K. Daniel doesn't flinch. Another call. Now the pot is ballooned past $600,000. And then it lands the river. 3 of spades. It completes nothing. But Foxen, still calm, still cold, and then he drops 228 grand onto the felt. One final shell, a bullet with Daniel's name on it. This isn't chaos, this isn't a coin flip, this is a man with one of the strongest hands he's seen all day and a read he can't quite shake. Is this the trap, the soul read, the moment where instincts go to war with the math? You've seen Daniel pull the trigger, you've seen him stack monsters. Now watch what happens when he doesn't.
Ace 5 spade, I don't beat that. Then you got that hand I don't beat. That hand I don't beat. There's a bunch of those. There's a couple of these, why not? You know, important spot. So I owe you 2. All right? So, don't beat the straight, okay? Obviously we don't beat a 9 as well. He has some funky 9. Aces, you could have that too.
Correct.
All right, I just fold.
Wow.
Ace 5 spades, good. No?
No.
If you thought that read was wild, wait till you see Daniel flip the script, because the very next hand, it's him holding the hammer, and he's about to crack a final table wide open. Sometimes the most insane hands aren't miracle rivers or fireworks on the turn. They're cold, calculated executions. And this one, Daniel's got Brewer crushed before the cards even hit the felt. Negreanu peels ace-queen. Brewer gets cute with ace-10. Same suites, same shape, but Daniel's got him by the throat. The flop lands bone dry, 5, 2, 5. And right then you can feel it. This isn't going to be a poker hand, it's going to be a burial.
Fishing for a deuce for the time being, 2 chop or a 10 to keep it clean. Now add a jack to the mix. And the river is a 9 of clubs. And that'll do it for
GG,
Chris
sir.
Brewer.
Is that 12 now, Ali?
Brewer never stood a chance. But in the next hand, Daniel faces a real decision. 2 cards, 1 life, and just 15 seconds to decide if he's calling off with a queen high for $1 million pot. He's 1 card away from the title, But of course, it wouldn't be a Daniel Negreanu win without one last insane twist. King 7 suited, King 5 offsuite, $990,000 on the line. And somehow Daniel's the one behind. It's the final hand, the final sweat. Let's run it.
Best hand.
Decides to defend on the strength of a king.
No pair against no pair. Let's have the worst hand win again. 3
Recognizing.
clubs, queen. Let me win it all in one time. Let's just do it. This is the one, right?
To the flop.
Oh, and he slides into a commanding lead here. Top pair with the clubs working.
Just 2 red kings. For the time being, can rescue Nick Petrangelo from a second place fate. Will the monkey finally be removed from Daniel's back over the better part of these last 2 years? The answer is yes.
Congrats, man. Cheers. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
As he takes the worst of it and rides it to glory.
Remember
3.3
the
million
exit
plus.
interview from the other one? Oh, yeah!
He called off with a Queen 7 suited for $3.3 million. Final table, final breath, and somehow it held. Because of course it did. But Daniel, insanity isn't the exception, it's the golden standard rule. From triple barrel bluffs to once in a lifetime soul reads, Daniel didn't just dominate, he dismantled. But which hand left you speechless? Drop your favorites in the comments. And if that Queen 7 hero call wasn't the wildest finale you've ever seen, check out Aaron Zhang's $23 million domination at the Triton Million. Years later, it's still the most insane pot ever caught on camera.